The government refuses to let illuminate through their siege lines.
There's an Irish company stuck in the middle of nowhere under siege.
Find himself besieged by an army of fellow creatures.
He is talking about the
They stood side by side at the siege of Troy.
I'll try to tighten the siege first. Weaken us.
Lower Manhattan is in an absolute state of siege.
No, I'm under siege. I realize I always say it, but this time it's really
Mostra
true.
per ricordare l'assedio.
Those 10 to 14 will be made ready for the siege on Vienna.
The government refuses to let illuminate through their siege lines.
Well, the government's denying there's an embargo on the Vanny.
To negotiate before this. Now he's broken all relations. And I'm told there's an Irish company stuck in the middle of nowhere under siege as a result of your Radio Katanga disaster.
Modest measure of seclusion should out of a clear sky find himself besieged by an army of fellow creatures, all grimly determined to be of service to him.
He is talking about the siege.
Did Patroclus start Achilles when they stood side by side at the siege of Troy?
Patroclus died first.
Few days. Good. I don't think he'll attack for a while. He'll try to tighten the siege first. Weaken us. I want you to help me plan it.
Live images here in the studio. For those of you just joining us, Lower Manhattan is in an absolute state of siege. And what has been...
Do it.
You always say you'll do it, but you don't.
I know, I'm under siege. I realize I always say it, but this time it's really true.
For all of us, Ben.
I'll do it. I'll take the kids this week.
Attraverso l'ambasciata. Organizzano una mostra per ricordare l'assedio. Mi ha chiesto di tornare. Ci sono anche le
Those of age or older will fight in Hungary. Those 10 to 14 will be made ready for the siege on Vienna. The Sultan expects...
Numbers? You're hyper enough as it is.
So, this is sweet. Middle of a siege and you two have little chats.
She's right. This situation cannot continue.
Gunmen of the Hanafi Muslim sect continue their siege of 3 Washington buildings, even though one of their demands is already...
There are more orders here than there were for the siege of Troy.
Yes.
I'm under siege by everybody and everything.
Your company, ladies and gentlemen, is under siege from Gordon Gekko. Teldar paper is now leveraged to the hilt like some...
The city fell quickly. The new siege engines worked even better than I'd hoped.
I'm glad.
Well, gentlemen, as I was saying, there I was, besieged on all sides. The citizens to the front, the howling investors behind.
What does the mountain say about that? I mean, I always thought you laid siege to it, kind of made a run at it when you could. I didn't know you could schedule it.
Their will is as firm as milk. The siege will unravel us, but is victored with his key.
Once they begin to bombard the walls, they will stop only to avoid hitting their own siege towers as they come in. We'll take the bombardment.
We were members of the Pigeon Post during a 4.5-month siege of the city by Prussian forces.
Black night, Kiloran came. He besieged and took the castle and killed every soul.
Know what it's like to be me out here for you. It is an up at dawn, pride-swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay?
You see, I got a case where armed robbers laid siege to your bank.
It is your bank, right?
I'm chairman of the board of directors.
They change the clothes and the music.
Why?
Give myself up.
What?
I gave my word that I would raise the siege and save the town. And I gathered you all here for that purpose.
Our weapon is starvation. May Allah make the siege a short one.
May God help King Alfonso at Segras.
As a request from SEAL Team 6 after the siege in Luanda, they came to us asking for the capability to...
For me, there is no cure for what ails this woman with the grace of God.
Anything else would be called witchcraft.
Guidance and wisdom. Does he not understand that I'm under siege?
My lord, I believe riding is no longer.
Hector commands the finest army in the East, and Troy is built to withstand a 10-year siege.
There won't be a 10-year siege.
The Knights of the First Crusade laid siege to the city of Alexandria for over a year. The entire city was destroyed.
It now appears that the siege of the apartment building where the hostages are being held has been called off, and the German police...
The palace of communist dictator Anton Vincent has been under siege for the past 3 days. U.S.-backed island...
Today have taken in 3 years since the siege of Stalingrad. I sat for hours.
With the devil, Adolf Hitler, and may soon be under siege.
We're really deep in it, Jimmy, and we're gonna need your help.
Well, then you're gonna get it.
Police had laid virtual siege to the IRA man's home, obviously determined not to let...
Our castle's strength will laugh a siege to scorn. Here let them lie till famine and the ague.
Absolutely not.
But they asked you to talk.
Apple was under siege. You just left the company. Someone had to talk to the press.
I'm right here, Woz.
Buried in the streets. The Pope is besieged.
Well, tell me, what
By your gracious permission,
to destroy the venomous serpents used against you when you laid siege to the city of Saba.
May my arms stay strong in your service, great city.
Work your thoughts, and in them see a siege. Behold the ordnance on their carriages, with fatal mouths. Give me the money! Give me the fucking money!
We're under siege here. The whole city's gone mad.
This is exactly what he wants.
What?